When Jake moved to the small, quiet town of Marysville, he was certain this was his best chance to start life over, after a divorce, losing his job, and several difficult months of therapy. All he dreamed of was peace, a job at the local school, a rented house. Everything looked perfect. Almost too perfect. He was offered an old but cheap house at the end of Huntington Street. The owner said only one thing: nobody likes it. People feel strange there. Jake just smirked. After his life in the metropolis, the little creaky house seemed like a child's toy. But as soon as he stepped inside, something made him uneasy. There wasn't a single reflective surface in the house. Not at all. No mirrors, not even metal that could catch the light. The window glass was perfectly clean, yet strangely frosted, as if it suppressed any reflection. The first night passed quietly. He even felt better than he had in the last 3 months. But at midnight, a faint knocking woke him, as if someone was slowly tapping on the glass. He sat up in bed, listening. The knocking came again, this time closer. Jake went to the window. Empty. Then the knocking shifted to another window, then to a third, around the house, along the perimeter, as if someone was circling it, testing every glass surface. He tried to convince himself it was a bird, but no animal could move with such precision and consistency. In the morning, he told his neighbor, Mr. Adler, an elderly man with a tense, anxious look. The man immediately turned pale.
"If you hear the knocking again," he said quietly, "don't look at the windows. And never, do you hear me? Never try to see what's outside."
Jake laughed, but Mr. Adler didn't smile. His eyes trembled.
"How many people have disappeared here?"
He whispered again.
"Everyone thought the house was empty during the day, but at night, someone lived there."
Jake waved it off. The old man was just superstitious. But the next night set everything straight. The knocking returned. This time, louder, more insistent, more rhythmic, and not on just one window, but on all of them at once. Jake froze. The knocking was getting closer, as if something was creeping toward him. He remembered his neighbor's words. But a man cannot fight curiosity forever. He went to the window, and, summoning his courage, yanked the curtains open. But there was no one there. Only traces. On the glass, hundreds of prints. Narrow, elongated, childlike fingers. So long that they couldn't belong to a human. He recalled, and noticed something else. There was no reflection in the window. No reflection of him. He moved his hand. The glass remained still. No reaction. No shadow. Nothing. Then Jake realized. The windows do not reflect those who are inside the house. He looked around. The walls crackled softly. And then, they whispered. In the kitchen, the light went out. The whisper grew louder, closer, as if someone was standing behind the wall, running their fingers along the inside of the plaster.
"We say, you looked?"
He rushed to the door, but it wouldn't open, as if the house was holding him. The glass of the front door turned cloudy, like ice, and suddenly, a reflection appeared in it. But not his. It was a face, elongated, pale, with eyes far too large and empty. It blinked. Then the lips moved, and a hoarse voice whispered,
"Now you are outside."
Jake felt something cold seize his shoulders, and then, silence, from the house. No one ever heard a cry or a footstep again. The next morning, Mr. Adler noticed that the house looked abandoned once again. As usual, he walked closer, to check whether a new notice for rent had appeared, whether another unfortunate soul had arrived. And then he saw a reflection in one of the windows. But it wasn't his reflection. It was the man he had seen yesterday, Jake. The face distorted, elongated, and he was knocking on the glass. From the inside, Mr. Adler understood. The house had chosen a new reflected one, and that meant, soon it would choose the next.